It's just yourself, maybe a glass of water handy. We'll get straight through it and give you this full 30 minutes practice. So I want you to come onto your mat, take your feet just a little bit wider than your hips, not quite as wide as the mat. Good, leave a good amount of distance between your sit bones and your heels. And then when you're ready, slowly peel the back down and come to lie on your mat. Now when you arrive, I want you to just gently lift your lower back off the floor, scoop your tailbone under and slowly peel it back down. Take your arms wider than your hips, palms face up. And then gently lift your head, draw your chin towards your chest, lengthen through the cervical spine and slowly roll it back down. When the head lands, take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Take 2 more like this, bringing the breath a little bit deeper into the belly each time and releasing that exhale through the mouth. Now close down your mouth, just bring awareness to your breath. A breath that's drawn in and out through the nose. Nasal breathing that feels effortless, so just take a moment just to let everything settle. Let your breath find this rhythm that's not necessarily owned by any control or mind of you. And as you use the first few minutes of this class just to hone in and be aware of your breath, allow your nervous system to just soak up the richness that it offers you. So, allowing everything to relax, allowing tension to release, and you can use your exhale to visualize that tension softening, melting away. Notice if you're holding onto your knees, holding onto your feet, your ankles. See if you can let your legs relax here, but still keep that connection between your feet and your mat. Slowly bring your hands to the sides of your ribcage. As you inhale, feel the ribs expand out. And exhale, deflate. Here for 5 more breaths, deepening each one, expanding out to the sides rather than up. Three more like this. Seeing if you can get your inhale and your exhale to balance. Last one. Good, now reach and extend your arms overhead. See if you can get the elbows to touch the floor. You'll need to bend your arms slightly or as much as you can to be able to do this. So the arms won't be fully extended. And then when you're there, see if you can slightly draw the belly button back towards the spine. Good morning core. And if you're comfortable to do so, you can now start to gently open the eyes, or you're welcome to keep them closed down until we come to our standing sequence. Now I want you to just fully extend through the right arm, reach as far away as you can through those fingertips. The arm's probably lifted slightly away from the floor. Good, and as you exhale, slowly bend the arm again, draw it back until it finds a bit more of a relaxed state. Good, inhale, extend through the left, spread the fingertips wide, really reach away, and draw it back in. Good, now really draw your lower back towards the mat, tuck through the lower ribcage, find that engagement in the core. Keeping that now, we're going to move through this again. Inhale, extend through the right arm. Exhale, allow it to bend, draw it back. Good, inhale left. And draw it back. Good, we're going to do this one more time. Really imagine that you're crushing an apple with your lower back. Inhale, extend through the right. And draw it back. Inhale, left. And draw it back. Good. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Take your hands onto your knees. Keep your big toes to touch. We're going to push the knees away from us. Take them wide and then draw them back in. Good. Make 3 big circles like this. And then take the soles of the feet back down to the earth. Bring them around hips distance now, so a little bit closer together. Slightly draw the heels a little bit closer towards the sit bones. Good, just lift the tailbone, scoop it under and then roll the back down. Lift the head, chin to chest, roll it back down. Hands a little bit wider than the hips, take the palms to face down this time. Good, we're going to move through a sequence that's going to help us start moving synchronously with our breath. So push into your feet. Good. Feel the connection of all 10 toes. And then as you inhale, start to squeeze your buttocks and lift the lower back, hips towards the ceiling. And exhale, slowly peel it back down. Good. The moment you gently land, let your inhale begin to rise back up. Squeezing even more at the top. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, you come back down. Okay, we're going to do 3 more of these. See if you can come a little bit higher this time. Chest back towards the face. Good, getting as much of the back off the mat and then slowly peeling it down. For this one, slightly put your knees in towards one another. Don't let them spiral out. That's going to really give you that knee strength. And slowly roll it back down. Good. Right knee comes in towards the chest. Let's interlace the hands at the top of the shin. Extend the left leg away. Hover that left leg 1 inch off the floor. Flex both the feet back towards you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, point through your toes. Inhale, flex through the feet. And exhale, point through the toes. Just a couple more breaths here, just circling around the ankles now. Good, getting every joint moving from a good night's sleep. And then we'll slowly switch to side. So drawing that left knee and extending through the right. Flex through both your toes. You're going to make sure the extended legs hovered 1 inch or so off the mat. Good. Flex the feet back towards you. We'll inhale here. And exhale, point through the toes. Good. 2 more times like this. Really squeeze that thigh close in towards the body. And then just make some gentle, slow circles. One way with the ankles, clickety-click. I know I certainly get that every time. And then hug both the knees back in towards the body. Okay, big toes to touch. Take the knees wide. Good, take your hands to the inside of the knees and then push them away from you. Bring them together back in towards the body. Good, 2 more times like this, just to complete our little warm up. Alright, 1 more time, hug the knees in. This time wrap the arms around the shins, lift your head, draw your nose towards your knees. Don't just squeeze yourself, actually give yourself a good hug. And then take the hands around the backs of the thighs. You can even rock up and down, or you can gently roll to one side. If you're rocking with me, take a good 5 or so rocks. If you're feeling playful this morning, then you can try and find your feet. Take a moment there and roll it up. Good, 1 more time. And then maybe you find yourself all the way to standing. Otherwise, get there in any way that you can. And we'll meet at the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Good. Roll the shoulders back and down, palms face forwards. Close down the eyes for a moment. Chin parallel to the earth. Send your tailbone down and grow through the crown of your head. Good. A little very soft, gentle bend in the knees. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale fully. Inhale this time, open the eyes, reach the arms up, palms touch overhead, and then exhale, find your way to your forward fold, hinging from the hips. Juicy bend in the knees. When you arrive, have a little rock from side to side. Good, try and keep moving in this class this morning dynamically with your breath, but keep it slow. Slide your hands to to your feet, up your shins, below the knees as you lengthen through the legs, lengthen through the spine. Draw the shoulder blades back towards one another. Good, draw the belly in as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, chest to thighs, crown of the head to the earth. Good, we're going to step our right foot to the back of the mat, bring the knee down. Untuck the toes. Reach the arms forwards and up towards the ceiling or maybe the sky if you're outside. Good, and then exhale, slowly take them down to the mat. Tuck your back toes, step the left foot back. Find your plank. Slowly bring the weight of the shoulders over the fingertips and then slowly come down to your knees. Untuck the toes, bend the elbows back. Bring your heart down between your thumbs, lower belly's lifted. Take a moment here. And then when you're ready, inhale, peel your heart through, belly down to the floor, low cobra. Exhale, push yourself back to child's pose. Lengthen through the tailbone and the crown of the head here as you melt the forearms, chest down. Take a nice reset breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you're ready, find your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your knees 1 inch. Push your chest back towards your thighs. We'll find downward facing dog. Good. You can pedal out through the feet here, moving the hips from side to side. Maybe gazing underneath each arm as you do so, finding a little bit more length in the side body. For your last breath here, find a place of stillness. Keep a generous bend in those knees. Focus more on getting the hips high. Good, and then deep bend the knees, look forwards. We're going to step the right foot towards the top of the mat, back knee comes down. Untuck the toes, extend the arms forwards and up towards the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Come onto your fingertips, tuck the back toe, lift the knee. Bring the weight forwards into that front foot and then spring yourself to the top of the mat. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet. We're going to roll all the way up to standing. Head is the last thing to lift. Be really lazy here. And then roll the shoulders back and down, palms face forwards. Find your mountain pose. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, let's fold it forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Knee comes down, untuck the toes. This time, place the left palm down and open the chest to the right. Reach high through the right fingertips. Good. Take the hand down to the mat. Tuck the back toe. We're going to step back to plank. Good. Coming down to your knees, your chest, and your chin. Inhale, pull the heart through. Keep a nice bend in the arms, but really draw the shoulders back. Low cobra. Push the floor away. Find your child's pose. Exhale here. Inhale, find your way to downward facing dog. In this downward dog, we're going to lift the heels nice and high and slowly drop them over to the right. Good. Then bring them back to center. Come high on the tippy toes and then drop them over to the left. Come back to center. Look between your hands. Good. We're going to step the right foot the left foot towards the top of the mat. Good. Take the knee down, untuck the toes. Open the chest to the left. Reach high through the fingertips. It's not a yoga class if you don't get one left and right mixed up, is it? Good. Take the hands down to the mat. Come onto your fingertips as you tuck the back toe and lift the knee. Good. I like to rock backwards and forwards a little bit here before I find that momentum to step that right foot to the top of the mat and find a nice deep fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing really lazily. Maybe you're brushing the fingers on the thighs until they find the hip crease. Lift the head. Roll your shoulders back and down. Mountain pose. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. We're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat. Keep the knee lifted this time. Weight into the front foot. Good. Stabilize yourself. Really squeeze the muscles in the legs back to the bones. And then reach the arms forwards and up. We find our lunge. Good. Have a bit of buoyancy in that back knee, so try not to lock out. Good. And then slowly take the hands down. We're going to step back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Option now to take a chaturanga, otherwise stick with that knee to chest chin. Do your chaturanga and come down halfway, flip to tops of toes, draw the heart through and up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's lift the heels, slowly drop them over to the right. This time bend the knees, bring the sit bones back, maybe lift the left palm towards the ceiling, push the palm up high. Good, we find our downward facing dog. Lift the heels high, drop them both over to the left. Sticking with this, otherwise if you're coming for the deeper option, bending the knees, take the sit bones back. Extend through the right arm high towards the ceiling, push the palm high, downward facing dog. Look between your hands, we're going to step the left foot forwards. Take a moment here, come onto your fingertips. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. You really want to engage in the legs, find that strength to help you with control. Rise up to your lunge. Take the hands down. Maybe pulse back and some forwards until you find that momentum to step the right foot to the top of the mat. Forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. Reach the fingertips high, palms touch overhead. Exhale, draw the palms down, front to the heart. Close down the eyes, take a moment here. Feel your heart rate. Feel the body warming up. Good, and then when you're ready, gently open the eyes, release the hands, mountain pose. Okay, bend the knees, reach the arms up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, step the right foot to the back of the mat. This time bring the heel all the way down. Bring both your hands to the inside of that left leg. Good, okay, so really spread the weight evenly between the feet. We're going to extend through that right arm, reach it forwards, and then all the way up towards the ceiling, and then back behind you we find warrior two. Roll the shoulders back and down. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, start to reach back up through the right arm, back your lifts, find the floor with your hands, step back to plank, move through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Okay, so 3 options here. You either take 3 breaths in your downward dog, or you take the heels to one side and then the other, or you take the crouching option that we did on the last round. So if you're coming with me, lift the heels high, slowly drop them over towards the right. Bend the knees, good, and start to take the sit bones back. Extend through that left arm. Another juicy option, maybe you kick the leg through. Sit back, downward facing dog. These are all options. Okay, lift the heels high, take them over to the left. Good. Take the sit bones back towards the back of the mat. Reach high through the right arm. Maybe take a little kick through. And then find your downward facing dog. Woo. One reset breath here. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Come high on the balls of the feet. Good, we're going to set the right foot to the top of the mat. Plant through the back heel. Spread the weight evenly between your feet and bring both the hands to the inside of that right foot. Extend through that left arm. And then feel this pull of energy bringing you up as the arm reaches back behind you and you find your warrior two pose. Take one breath here. Good, and then as you lift the back arm, heel lifts, hands find the floor. Good, step back to your plank, move through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in child's pose for a moment. Nice couple of reset breaths here, or whatever you guys need. Just take a moment for all of that to settle in, all of that movement. Maybe a couple of sighs, maybe some blows through the lips. These are all beautiful ways just to reset. And what we're going to do next is we're going to add on all of that wonderful work
into one flow, which is actually better for you guys because it means it skips out a few vinyasas. So when you're ready, in your own time, take a little drink if you need to, but then we'll meet back in a downward facing dog. Okay. So, deep bend in the knees, look between the hands, step the right foot and then the left foot to the top of the mat. We'll take a deep fold, a little sway from side to side. Really let go, release of any tension, physical or emotional, limiting beliefs, because this is your yoga practice. And you can only do your best today. Slide the hands up the shins, take a nice deep inhale, halfway lift. Really wrap the elbows into the midline of the body. And exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll up to standing. As your head lifts, roll the shoulders back and down, find your mountain pose. Take a moment here, just close down the eyes. And then when you're ready, open them as you inhale, reach up, palms down. Exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to take that right foot back first. Bring the knee down. Drop it low. Reach the fingertips forwards and up, equestrian pose. Exhale, right hand finds the earth as you lift the back knee, open the chest to the left, open twist. Left hand comes down, stay where you are, and then squeeze the thighs together to help you rise up to your lunge. From here, exhale, take the back foot down, open out into warrior two. Good, and then as you inhale, draw the right arm back up, lift through the back heel, hands find the earth, step back to plank. How easy was that? Vinyasa. We meet in downward facing dog. Alright, lift through the heels, drop them over to the right. You know your options here, guys. It's up to you if you're coming with me. Kick that right leg through. Reach the arm up high, come back, downward facing dog. Lift the heels high, switch to the other side. Maybe you're even taking a child's pose. Just know, guys, that you can do what feels right for your body. Alright, deep bend in the knees. Good, we're going to step the right foot forwards this time. Bring the back knee down, reach the fingertips forwards and up, equestrian pose. Right arm stays lifted, left palm finds the earth as you lift the back knee. Open the chest to the right, find your open twist. Exhale, bring the right fingertips to the floor. Squeeze the inner thighs, rise up to your lunge. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Good. Lift the back heels, you lift the back arm, find the fingertips to the earth, one final time, step back. Move through your vinyasa, slow it down as much as you can. Take a child's pose, option to stay here or come up to your downward facing dog. Wherever you are, you've got 5 breaths. You can be still or you can play. Maybe you're trying those fun kick throughs again. Great for shoulder strength. Wherever you are, just tune in to your breath. Feel into sensations in the body. And take 2 more wherever you are. So what do you reckon, guys? We could squeeze that flow in one more time, or you can take something restorative. I'm just going to try and tune in to what I think you're wanting. We're going to flow once more. Some of you are cursing me, I know it. Okay, downward facing dog, if you're not there already. Deep bend in the knees. Look between the hands, step the right foot and the left foot forwards. Come on, it's only 30 minutes, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up to standing. Reach the arms high, palms touch. Exhale, draw down in front of the heart. Take a moment here, set an intention for this flow if you need to. And then when you're ready, inhale will begin. Palms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. We'll step the left foot back first this time, knee comes down. A little bit quicker, equestrian pose. Exhale, find your open twist. To the right, reach high for those right fingertips. Right fingertips find the floor. When you're ready, rise up to your lunge. Back heel lands, warrior two. And then find your way back to plank, Vinyasa. Of course we had time to squeeze another one in. Downward facing dog. Alright. When you're ready, lift the heels, drop them over to the right. Your choice of what you're doing here now. You know how to play. You know what you can do. You know your options. Good, we've got one more side. Lift the heels, take them down between the hands. This time left foot comes forwards, backing down. Reach forwards and up to your equestrian pose. And find your open twist. When you're ready, come up to your lunge. Find your warrior two. This is your last vinyasa. I lied, didn't I? Some yoga teachers lie, oh my goodness. Nice and slowly. Make this as rich as you can, what we'll meet back in a child's pose. Close down your eyes, deep inhale through the nose. Steam up a window as you exhale. Slowly take your right arm underneath your left, extend it away, palm faces up. Rest on the right side of your face. Extend through those left fingertips a little bit more. Really start to lose control of your breath. Let it find this rhythm that doesn't belong to you. And just observe it, how it sinks itself back into this new rhythm. This new life force that brings you into that sort of rest and digest mode. Keeping your eyes closed, move really slowly to the other side. Extend a little bit more through those right fingertips. Extend through the left arm. Come up onto your forearms. Send your right leg back and then your left, and then come straight onto your belly. No cheeky forearm planks here. Roll onto your back. Slowly. Legs wide, arms wide, palms face up. Take an exhale through the mouth, have a sigh. Allow your whole body to drop into the earth as you come to this immediate space of support. Just you on your mat. Just continue to release with each exhale. Notice if you're holding tension in the toes or the fingers. Let go. Allow the fingers to find that natural curve. Just continue to allow everything to soften as you soak up this 30 minutes of movement, breath work, soul nourishing yoga practice. Gently start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Take any final movements that your body's calling for. Maybe that's a full body stretch. Maybe you're staying where you are. Taking another 5 minutes in your Shavasana. Please be a rebel. I would love you for that. Otherwise, bending one knee, rolling over to one side. Palm finds the earth. Lazily push yourself up to a kneeling or seated position. Hands rest on the mat. We'll take the palms to face up, as this is a morning practice, just to invite some more good energy into our day. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, shoulders roll back and down. Just take a moment here, just to do nothing. Just breathe, observe, check in, pause. Very slowly, bring the palms to touch. Connect them as slowly as you can, finger by finger pad. And then bring them in front of the heart. Take one full deep breath cycle to close your practice. Namaste.